Hey loves, welcome back or welcome to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video. Today, by the title, you guys can see that we're going to be doing my curly hair routine. And so let's just jump right into it. So I did wash my hair yesterday night, and so we're starting off on very clean hair. And I just had some bobby pins pinning back the front of my hair while I slept. And my hair is currently like a little damp, but it's not super wet, and that is something that we need to change. So we can just go in with my misting bottle, and I really love this bottle because it's not like the regular spray bottle where you have to keep pumping. This one has a really long pump, and so it sprays a lot more water out and you don't have to pump as much. Now I'm going to take my Denman brush and I'm going to go ahead and start detangling my hair. If you are a curly girl and you don't own a Denman brush, I don't know what you're doing. These are literally one of the best brushes for curly hair. They really define your curls, and we'll get into that once I start to apply my products, but the Denman brush is literally, I think, one of my favorite tools for defining and styling my curls. So if you don't have one, I highly suggest getting one. And I'm just brushing from my ends, working my way all the way up to the roots. And I like working on one half of my head first and then the other half. So I'm going to go ahead and clip away this half of my hair so that way I can start to focus on the other side of my hair. And I'm just going to go ahead and take my first piece of hair or section of hair that I'm going to work on and start to apply my products to. I'm going to start with the Mayo Pomegranate and Honey leave-in conditioner. I am in love with this leave-in. It's super lightweight, which is good for my thin hair. And I am also going to go in with the Mayo Pomegranate and Honey Coil Sculpting Custard. This is literally one of my absolute favorite products. It defines my curls so good. I really highly recommend this specific product by them. I think it's one of the best curl defining products I've used. So now I'm taking my Denman brush, and instead of brushing down like you normally would, I like to brush away from the head. This adds a lot of volume at the root, which I really find useful because I have finer hair. And next, don't come for me. I already know, can't sue. I already know, I know. But I already have this product, and I brought it a while ago, and I am not about wasting products, so I'm going to use it. This is their Wave Whip Curling Mousse, and don't come for me in the comments because I already know. Once this is out, I'm going to get a new one. Mind your business. But I'm just going to take this and go ahead and scrunch it onto mostly the ends of my curls, just so that I have something to form a cast. I used to use gel to actually do this step, but I found for my hair specifically that gel is just a bit too heavy. Like I said, and as you guys can see, I have finer hair and it is a bit damaged from bleaching it. So my hair just can't handle super thick cakey products. So all these products that I'm using in this video are definitely more on the lightweight side. If you have, very thick coarse hair, these products might not be the best for you, or maybe you would have to go in with more product than what I use, because I tend to be a little bit light-handed with my products. But yeah, I like to use a mousse for my cast over using a gel. And at this point, I am just going to keep repeating the same steps that you guys seen already. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side of my head off camera, and I'll be right back. So one semi-cool transition later, and we're back. I just did the same thing that I did to this side, to the other side of my head off camera. And now we are ready to go in for the next couple of steps. So I'm taking my all-time favorite heat protector. This is the Tachy heat protectant spray with argan oil, and I absolutely love this product. It gives a nice like sheen to the hair without being like overly oily, and it definitely protects the hair really well from hot tools. So yeah, I always love to go in with this before I do any blow drying or straightening or anything like that. So now for the main event, I'm taking my blow dryer and I'm going on the low speed setting but high heat setting. And I know some people like to use, cool air, but that takes literally forever, and I just don't have that type of time or patience to sit here and diffuse my hair for literally like hours. So I am hover diffusing, and if you don't know what hover diffusing is, it just means when you don't make direct contact with your hair and instead you hold the diffuser over your hair. I like to do this especially to my roots, which your ends are called your ends for a reason. You leave those until the end, in my opinion, when diffusing your hair. So I'm not going to go into my ends at all, and I'm going to hover diffuse until my roots are at least 70% dry. And hover diffusing is just such a great technique because it gives you minimal frizz while drying your hair, which is always a bonus. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and flip my hair over and continue to hover diffuse at my root. I like to make sure I flip my hair over like this just so that my hair isn't drying in one certain position. I do like a middle part of my hair, but this way I get more volume at the root, which is always something I look for because I do have finer hair, and the volume is just something that I love. I think voluminous curls are just beautiful. So in order to achieve that, I like to keep moving whenever I am diffusing my hair so that my hair still has a lot of movement and doesn't dry in like some flat position. Now that my roots are about 75% dry, I am going to start going into my ends, and as you can see, I am just using my hand just a little bit to guide the hair into the diffuser. I don't force hair into it, so whatever pieces just wind up kind of falling out, I try not to really do too much in forcing them into the diffuser, just because I don't want to pull a curl a certain way that it's not trying to go and then it dries in an awkward position. So I just kind of like to guide them a little bit but not too much. And during this part of diffusing, I go back and forth between the highest speed setting and the lowest speed setting, and I kind of just toggle between the two. Okay, so this is what we're looking like when we're fully diffused. As you guys can see, I do have a cast and it looks like wet. We're going to go ahead and scrunch out that cast. Now, I know a lot of curly girl routines and a lot of people who really like to do this step with a little bit of oil on their hands. However, I definitely have done that before and I haven't found the right oil, maybe is my issue, but every time I've done it that way, my hair just winds up looking like greasy and just, I don't know, my curls just look kind of greasy to me, and so I just do it with my hands with no product on it. And now I'm going in with my pick and I'm just going to go ahead and fluff out my roots quite a bit. It is day one, so I am definitely well aware that my hair isn't going to be as big as I want it to be, but I still try to get it as voluminous as possible. Well, loves, this is the final product. I am curious to know what you guys think in the comments down below, and also let me know if you guys have any tips or tricks on what I can improve on or different products you guys want to see me try. Until the next video, I'll see you all. Bye, loves!